All right, awesome. Welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana. I'll be hosting the majority of the event. And we're really excited because we've got three girls launching their business tonight. So we'll be hearing from them sort of at the halfway point. And then we've got some other amazing women also sharing their journey in the business also. So for myself, I came across this amazing opportunity 17 months ago now. I was literally working full-time in my government job, trading time for money, as we all do. And I had two young boys at that stage. They were 3 and 11 months. So I just returned to work after my second lot of maternity leave. And for the first time in the 12 or 13 odd years I'd been working in the government, I no longer was enjoying my job. I had more travel, more responsibility, longer hours, more stress, taking work home with me, and it just wasn't working anymore. It just wasn't at all flexible around my family, and I was getting really run down both mentally and physically. So I was actually looking into the amazing product Juice Plus for my husband. I wasn't actually even considering it for me at the time. He is the token bloke who only eats meat and potato, and I was really concerned about him and inflammation for him in the future, just watching both of our dads and how that had affected them in the older age. So a post came up on the local page down here in Mornington saying, do you want to work around your children in, stolen moments, basically. It was based around health and wellness. You work on your terms, and normally I'd be super skeptic and run for the hills, but I was just in that frame of mind where what could I lose? I might as well just ask those questions and see what it was all about. And I had that conversation, built that relationship up with this girl that I'd never met before, and then she got to the stage where she told me it was Juice Plus, and I was like, I was quite excited because I'm like, I actually know the product. I've been looking at it for my husband. And she said to me, why just your husband? And I said, he's the token bloke and I'm the token woman that, eats super healthy, and I just didn't think I needed it. But she, suggested I try the products too if I was really going to consider the business. So I jumped on the program for me and my husband and my kids, and obviously did the business because I wanted the product a bit cheaper and maybe reduce my hours, whatever might come of it really. 4 months into it, I was able to go part-time. 10 months in, I was able to leave my full-time government job. So that was a good wage to leave, and it was obviously, safe in keeping that job and so forth. So it was a huge step for me, but so rewarding in that I get to be at home with my children now. So I've been at home with them since January. So I get to do all those traditional things with my children, drop them off at kinder, pick them up from kinder, because they were being looked after 5 days a week. So between childcare and their grandparents. And I was missing out on so much, but now I get to be at home with them. So truly blessed for that opportunity to come along and for what it's given me since. So, I'll start with our amazing program because we're really fortunate we come under a super amazing team. There are lots of programs out there within Juice Plus, but the team we come under has the Juicy Body Transformation. So when anybody comes on board as a customer or as a client, I should say, they get to be a part of our program for free for life. It's a program that isn't strict and it's not a diet. It's all about deprivation free. All those yummy recipes you're normally wanting and craving, but you just don't know how to cook it, or you don't know how to prepare it, but it's the healthy version of it. It's been built and put together by Kira Westwick and a group of other supporting team that help her create it. But she's a nutritionist. And she's also a mama of 2 gorgeous girls. So she understands, how the struggles of trying to get that into young children. So our whole program is based around the whole family. So it's got lots of yummy, amazing recipes, really easy instructions, and she's constantly growing it. So we've got over 270 odd recipes in the actual program at this stage, with over 6 ebooks that you get access to. But in our private client customer page that you get to have, be a part of and, grow in that journey with, we've got another 600 odd recipes in there that are all based around whole foods, whether it be smoothies, whether it be breakfast, lunch or dinner. And it's all about teaching and learning, because so many people do want to make that change. They just don't know how to do it. So there's a planning, meal planning, there's pantry, there's all these other guides, you know, at home exercises to help get people motivated and moving, but all these beautiful, amazing things. And it's all about trying to get that rainbow effect back into everybody, all the households. You know, Kira's very passionate about trying to change and create that craveability and knowledge in the early ages of children also, and that's really in line with our products too. So the whole program is built around the amazing products Juice Plus. Okay, so the actual company itself has been around for over 46 years, but the product 26. So it's not some new thing. It's not a fad that's going to come in and go out tomorrow. The actual products itself have been around for about 26 years. And they are all whole foods, all right? No synthetic artificial ingredients in there, all straight derived from the plant. Okay, so we've only got 3 products. It's not some crazy catalogue that you're going to have to, you know, decide and choose what you want. It is really easy. It's all about the oil in the engine and then how to fuel it the best way possible. So our hero product is our trio of capsules, fruit, vegetables, and berries. Okay, and that's literally what's in there, nothing else. All whole foods. It's from plants, it's all from the ground, it's all beautiful stuff. And it's also the produce that goes in there are also GMO free. So a little bit different to what we're getting from our supermarkets. We love it that the label literally lists the ingredients that are in there. It's just a food label. Okay, literally in the fruit one here, we're looking at apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya, beet, cherry, and date. That's it. An amazing variety. And these varieties that go into each of these capsules aren't put in there just because that's what grows really well in those areas or anything like that. They're put in there because they work much better together than they do singly. So they work better together in synergy than they do on their own. Obviously, they're still going to give us all those nutrients and phytonutrients, etc., if we eat them on their own. But when they're in there together, they also do some amazing things. So our produce is literally grown purely only for our products. Okay, so there's no GMO sprays or waxes or chemicals on there. They get to stay on their vine until they're at their absolute opulent cellular level, where they are then picked and taken into our factories, which are co-located with our farms. So there's no travel involved. So it's literally taken in where it's washed and cleaned. Then it is pulped and juiced and all that liquid's removed. Coincidentally, the sugar, which is great because there's a lot of produce in there. And this includes the pip and the peel. There's so many nutrients in the pip and the peel, and we're always peeling that away. So that's amazing also. And then it is slowly heated in a process that keeps all those live enzymes, micronutrition, and phytonutrients intact, and then capsulated. It turns into that powder form, and then it's capsulated into our vegan vegetarian capsule. All right, a lot of these things that I might be saying, micronutrition, phytonutrients, you might not have any idea what they are. But to give you a bit of an idea, the apple that's in the fruit blend, an apple has over 10,000 phytonutrients, and they're just the ones that they know of and know what they do. All right. And apple is just one of the ingredients in there. And I remember reading that one of my multivitamins, I'm not sure if it was before I was pregnant or during my pregnancy, listed 20 phytonutrients. We can't list the phytonutrients in our capsules because, you know, that's a pure best example I can give you. There's an apple in there and that's got over 10,000. So it's really amazing that a lot of things that we're missing out on. And when it does come to those, you know, normal multivitamins and supplements that we're taking previously, they're full of a lot of synthetic and artificial ingredients and a huge ingredients label that we don't understand and know what we're putting into our body. And our body is the same. It does not recognize half of those ingredients that you're swallowing. So therefore, you might have seen it, or you might not have noticed it, but we have what we call this disco wee. It's your body not recognizing what you're putting into it, and it's actually excreting it. With these capsules, it's literally fruits, vegetables, and berries. It knows what it is, it understands what it is, and it sends it where it needs to go. Okay, so inflammation is different in all of us. So your body is going to send it in the right direction wherever it needs to go, whether it's liver, kidney health, cardiovascular, skin, nails, hair, all those amazing things. Where your body is starving for that is where the product is going to go, and hopefully give you the results there. Everybody's results are different because we do absorb everything differently and we do have inflammation different. Okay. And when we do swallow these, they're literally getting into your bloodstream and going to work within 3 to 7 minutes, which is amazing. And these are equivalent literally to 3 compressed green smoothies a day. So that's a lot of drinking if you're to try and drink it on its own. So I much prefer this convenient capsule. And that's it. So 27 fruits and vegetables a day. Government is stating that we should be having 3 to 5, but science is suggesting 9 to 11. All right, 3 to 5, yep, no problem. Most families can sort of handle that, but 9 to 11, depending on your lifestyles and what's going on around you in our hectic days, lives that we've got sort of happening now, we really need more than what government is suggesting. And this is a really great way to bridge the gap. And that is what Juice Plus is all about. It's not designed to replace a healthy diet. It is there to create, to bridge the gap or to increase an already good healthy diet. So yeah, that's literally it in a nutshell with our capsules. But that's your micronutrition. So your oil in the engine, getting everything running smoothly. And what that does is like attracts like. So if you're flooding your body with such amazing nutrition, you're going to want more of that. It's the same as if you you're eating fried or lollies and chocolate and chips. The more you eat those things, the more you're going to crave it. But, the more you're flooding your body with fruits, vegetables and berries, you're going to crave more of the stuff from your crisper, from your fruit bowl, instead of those naughtier things. So that's amazing in its own as well. But obviously, again, results are different for everybody, and we love sharing and seeing those happen to everybody on a daily basis. What we also love to share is that it's had over 36 peer-reviewed scientific studies done on it. Juice Plus helped fund the scientific studies, but to get that gold label on there that they're peer-reviewed and have 36 of those is unheard of. Again, I didn't really understand these at the beginning, but since then I have noticed a few products out in the chemists and supermarkets that do have a few of these studies, but not 36. And we come under whole foods. All right, we don't come under supplements, we don't come under diet, we don't come under multivitamins or anything when it comes to TGA. We come under whole foods. And Australia is one of the hardest ticks to get done to bring in any products into this country. So we're pretty stoked, and we'd love to share it because it is such an amazing thing and there's nothing else to compete against it. And we are a part of one of those studies here in Australia at the moment. So that when we take the capsules, all right, so when we look after our health, we get to also sponsor a child for free. So if you've got a child between the ages of 4 and 18, they get to be a part of this health study and eat for free. I've had my little boy, my youngest boy, on them since he was just before he turned 1. So as soon as he could chew, he was having the chews, but he didn't get them for free. So the study itself, but is between the ages of 4 and 18, and they can either have it in a chew form. All right, so it's exactly the same as what's in the fruit and vegetable capsules, but it's in a chew form with an all-natural plant-based tapioca. Okay, so they're really yummy, and that gives your child an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables a day. And, my 5-year-old, he's amazing. He'll eat pretty much what I eat, but my 2-year-old, like his dad, he picks everything out that looks anything remotely green or red or orange. He'll just throw it out of his bowl. So knowing that they get their chews into their little bodies each and every day is amazing. And as your kids are growing and you're sending them off to school with lunches and different things, they swap things out. So knowing that they're getting that and knowing that you've given them breakfast and you've given them dinner, you're sort of making sure that you're covering all those dietary requirements for them. So again, that's really amazing. We love that product, and we love that our company is so great in that they allow our children to have it for free as part of that study. Our only other product is our macronutrition. So that's the fuel in the engine. So obviously we've got the oil, we're taking care of that, but we need to fuel it. And we've got this amazing nutritional drink, which we call our complete powders, come in 2 yummy flavors, chocolate and vanilla. And these are full with over 30 plant-based ingredients. All right, so again, no synthetic, no artificial ingredients in there. There is some natural sugar in there from sugar cane and stevia, but all these beautiful things in there. Our protein is coming from chickpea, rice protein, and soy protein. And then all the other beautiful things. Then we've got complex carbohydrates, the good fats, fiber are all in there. So that's covering also your vitamin B, your vitamin D from the mushroom powder and pomegranate. complex vitamin B niacin, which is a beautiful mood balancer. All right, so with the extra energy you're getting from your capsules and your body all running all regular and working for you brilliantly, if you have this as well, we're seeing so many results also with anxiety and depression. All right, so it's one of those things, all those, that niacin comes from all those leafy greens, and this has it covered. So you're also looking at beautiful things in here, definitely don't get into your kids on a daily basis. Alfalfa and radish sprouts, broccoli, quinoa, millet, yucca, all these beautiful blends in here that, they're definitely, I could not get on my child's plate and he would actually eat them. But I give them to him for breakfast. So we make up our beautiful smoothie bowls in the morning. We add some frozen berries, we add some frozen banana, chia seeds, acai, whatever we've got in the fridge and freezer, and we have these for breakfast. So that's me and my 2-year-old. Sometimes my 5-year-old. He eats really well, so it's up to him. And the leftovers I even freeze and make icy poles with. But we've got some amazing recipes that work in well with this as well. Again, they're amazing. And they're great for pre and post workout. So I'm in the gym a few times a week, and I love having them as my post workout shake. Helps me get through the day a lot easier and helps my recovery, which I love also. So that's literally our program and our product in a nutshell. And I'm just going to get a couple of the girls to share their results, because you don't want to hear from me all night, and it's always interesting and always amazing to hear what it's done for other people. So where is Izzy? Oh, right in the middle. So I'm just going to spotlight Izzy. So Izzy, how did Juice Plus come into your life, and what results have you had so far? Because I know you've had some amazing ones, and why do you love sharing it?
My mum introduced me to Juice Plus about just over a month ago now. And I was a little bit skeptic at first, because I was like, I tried quite a few different vitamins and stuff, and I was like, oh mom, just let me research it, blah blah blah. But then I was just like, I'll just try it anyway and see, because I was vegetarian but I wasn't having enough veggies and stuff anyway, so I was like, I'll just try it. If it's got that much fruit and vegetable in it, it'll do something for my health anyway. But I didn't expect the outcomes that I got. So I was very, 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 very tired all the time. I would have 10 to 12 hours sleep and still be tired, really tired. Or I'd have and then I'd try to go to bed earlier and then wake up earlier as well, and it would just not work. So I just wanted my sleep to be better. I would also have broken sleeps and nightmares and everything like that, and a lot of that's due to my depression and anxiety. And then so what I found by taking Juice Plus is that my depression's pretty much cleared. My anxiety's calmed a hell of a lot. I very rarely have panic attacks or anything like that. I sleep all throughout the night. I take my veggies a few hours before bed. It keeps the nightmares away. There was a couple of nights where I forgot to take them. I was just busy, and the nightmares came that night. So it was just amazing how I could just sleep like a normal person. I just felt human again. And so it's really helped that. It's helped with me eating as well. Because of my depression, I stopped eating properly and stopped eating fruit and vegetables, and I only ate pizzas or hamburgers or really, really bad stuff. And now I just crave fresh fruit and fresh vegetables. I don't even eat chocolate anymore. That's all I crave. And so I love sharing the product because I just believe in it so much. It's not fake to me. It's not just to sell it to me. It's to make people as healthy and as happy as I feel. And that's what I want to give back to people and give back to the world pretty much. It's just, how good I feel.
Oh, I'm terrible with my mute button. Thanks, Izzy. Well done, hun. All right, I'm just going to find Carla as well. And she's got her hands full. Spotlight you. So also for you, Carla, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What amazing results have you had, and why do you love sharing it?
So Juice Plus came into our life about 6 months ago, but I'd been watching one of my friend's journeys probably for about a good 8 months before I decided to jump in. I am a mama of two. I've got a 3-year-old and a little 8-month-old sitting on my lap who's decided that sleep is not his friend. But anyway, we'll sleep on mum. I'm also a defence partner. So my husband is away pretty much 90% of the time. And when I found Juice Plus, I had a 3-month-old, a 3-year-old, and my partner being deployed for 6 months. So I was exhausted, I was tired, I wasn't eating properly. And after watching Lindsay's journey, I was like, you know what? I've got to give something a go. I've tried everything else. I'm sick of going to bed at 6:30, not eating properly. So I started on the Juice Plus on the trio, and also the shakes. And my life. Oh, I don't know what happened. Sorry.
No, you're right. I'll re-spotlight you. Keep going.
Oh, so within 2 weeks of starting on Juice Plus, my life pretty much turned around. I was able to stay up past 6:30. I was able to get things done. I wasn't exhausted. I started craving food again, all the healthy stuff. And I just saw a turnaround in myself and also in my body. I lost all my baby weight without even really trying. I went on the JBT. I just changed our diet to the program, started the capsules and the shakes, and within 2 months, my whole body had started to change, and it's great. I think my most amazing thought of doing it was I put my 3-year-old on the chewies, and she'd had chronic constipation since the day she was born. So it's horrible to watch your child go through chronic constipation and be in and out of hospital and have horrible things done to her. So we put her on the chews. She was on 2 adult doses of laxatives a day. Within a month, she was not on those laxatives anymore. She was able to be using her bowels like a regular 3-year-old, and her whole appetite, palate changed. And in 6 months, I can say, and without a doubt, I think it's the chews. We've not had to have any hospital visits, and we're actually learnt to use the toilet without any problems, and our bowels are fantastic. So for me, that's why we love the product and why we won't be going back, because without the product, I would have a 3-year-old in constant pain and I would be asleep 24 hours a day. And I think the product just changed our lives for the best, and I won't be going off it. So that's us.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Carla. I better bring me back up and put you. Yep, beautiful. So there's a couple, and obviously, there's plenty of clients and customers that and team that can always share their stories, but it's different. No two people seem to be the same in all their results when they pop them together, and we love hearing them. So I'm just going to quickly touch a little bit on business before I introduce you to our 3 amazing girls. A lot of people come into this opportunity and they're quite skeptical, and that was definitely me, because I've also owned a traditional business before as well. I had a restaurant for 3 years, which I spent a fortune on purchasing and a fortune on keeping it running. But when you think about traditional business, I always think of it as, well, traditional. I'm going to follow in my parents' footsteps, work till retirement, and just face the fact that I'm going to miss out on a lot of those moments with my children. But this business has really taught me another way, an alternative way. So when I think of traditional business now, I like to use the supermarkets or Myer or any of those big corporations or organisations, I guess. They've all got their CEO. All right, they've all got their one CEO. They've got probably their board of directors, maybe country managers, area managers, franchisees or site managers, trainers within, and maybe then we'll have their checkout people where we're making our purchase and paying for our groceries or buying those items. But the more and more we head into the future, the more we're seeing the electronic tellers, or people are doing things online. I'm one of those people. I do quite a bit of my shopping online, whether it comes to groceries or, other things. But, obviously a few of these jobs have gone now. There's not as many of these face-to-face roles. So these guys would have been offered other positions. So they've had to apply to, do the shopping for us, or they've had to apply to drive that vehicle, or they've had to look at some of these middle range positions as well. And to do those, they're obviously got to go up against each other, and they've also got to upskill. Okay, so just say, for me, when I came over from the Department of Defence to Department of Human Services, I know there was quite a people cranky with me because I came in at that high promotion level, and people within the organisation had applied for it, and I'd won it over them, and I didn't even know that role at that time, but I'd been already in the public service for 11 years. I'd done plenty of training and supervising, so I won that position. But what I came into in that middle section of the for me it was public servant, was longer hours, more travel, more responsibility, taking work home with me. Yes, a higher pay, but a lot more stress on my family. And for me, especially within the government sector, there was no way I was ever going to get up to that, Chief of Defence or MP. And for anybody within Safeway or Myer, the chances of them starting down here and ever winning that CEO position are absolutely slim to none. This position is going to come from somebody who's already had the experience, already had that tertiary education, and there's only one of those to be won. All right, so how we go through how our structure is, it's literally that on its head. All right, we come in what we call a virtual franchise. We pay a fee of $165 a year to have our business, so less than 50 cents a day, which gives us a virtual office which we can run from anywhere. It gives us a head office and warehouse that stock all our product. They bill the customer and they send the orders out. We're not peddling product around the country, which is great. Yes, we have a top position. That's called National Marketing Director. We start off, like I said, as a virtual franchise. We're not there very long. Yes, we do have promotional levels, but the only way you're going to grow in our organisation or in our business is if you link arms with the person who introduced you to the business and those around you. We've got an amazing team here and above us and further above us. As much as you come in and you create your own little team, there's always this much greater team and thing going on in the background, which is beautiful. So if you're not teachable, driven and willing to learn, you're not going to get to these next positions. And, just say I was here and I introduce people down here. I'm not going to get any further than this position unless I help these guys stay hot on my heels and work on these positions also. And the difference is when we come in here at the virtual franchise, we all get that chance to build our business and to become that NMD position. It is unlimited at the top there. There is no middle section where we're all doing the work and only one person's getting paid at the top. There isn't one person sitting pretty in this business, which is really beautiful in how our structure works. We can have clients and team in over 26 countries around the world, which is beautiful because this really is a relationship business. So you can make those connections and meet these people face-to-face or through Zoom like we do on a regular basis. I think the other thing that comes up when people are thinking about the business is, I don't know if I know enough people, or I'm not really good with social media. And, when I found this business, I was quite shut down a little bit. I didn't know how to talk to people. Far from it from now. I'm talking on these events. And I just didn't think people would be interested in anything I had to say, really, because we don't sell, we share. So it was really quite daunting for me at the beginning. So I reached out to this girl I didn't know, asked her 100 questions, decided I was going to give it a go, and she just showed me how to share it. How to share, how excited I was about finding something that was ticking all the boxes for me. How to share, my kids had amazing results too, sharing that, and then reaching out to a few people that I thought it might help themselves. And I found some beautiful people, friends, family, and people I hadn't even thought of approached me about this product. So I found those really quickly. But what I also found were 3 beautiful people that also jumped on really early in the day with the business. So one of my closest friends, Lynn, she was on the product 4 days and decided she wanted the product cheaper. She wanted to have a look at the business, got that FOMO and wanted to jump on board. Catherine, she had amazing results and had all these people want to know what she was doing. So she decided to do the business. And Steph had amazing results also, and she just wanted to help everybody. she wanted to share this amazing program and product that we just hadn't heard of, but had been around for 26 years. I then just showed these girls exactly what Lauren had showed me, how to share it with a few friends and family on social media, and they too had this happen. You know, they started sharing it with, you know, they obviously had clients, so they were helping them look after them with their health journey, but they also got people that were interested in the business. I too then found a few more people that came into the business, but for instance, Catherine found Michelle and she was in Tassie. Michelle then found her brother, well, didn't really find him, but had her brother in Melbourne then jump on board. And then he, you know, introduced it to Zoe, who was all the way up in Townsville. And then, you know, this sort of just happens. And all I knew at the beginning was these first few people that I introduced the product to, and these 3 girls that I introduced the business to. And this organically starts happening. This business, it's just like when you know get stuck on the train or at a cricket game or a footy match or whatever, and you just have that conversation with someone beside you. It is just really, you know, your life, you're sharing your health journey, and that's literally what happens, which is a really beautiful thing and so easy to do once you just get the concept, I guess, into our minds. So that's a little bit about the business. I'm just going to find our 3 gorgeous girls, and I think Maddie decided she was going to go first. Where is she? Wave, Maddie, so I can find you. Oh, there you are. Sorry, there's so many people on there tonight. So Maddie, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results are you looking forward to, and why did the business make sense to you?
So I first heard about the product through Izzy. She was posting on Facebook, and it took me a while to first ask the question. Like, she was posting things, and first I thought about the weight loss. Like, I thought it was a weight loss tablet or something. So I asked her about it. She gave me some details, and it pretty much went from there. And I found out how many benefits she was having. Like, she was happier and felt healthier, and her sleep was better and things like that. So it was pretty much, for me, I needed more energy because I have extremely low iron because I don't eat a lot of meat, but then I also don't take my iron tablets because they make me feel sick. So I was pretty much exhausted 24/7, no matter how much sleep that I got. So that was a big incentive for me. I wanted to have energy. And anything other than that is a bonus. So I know it's good for your skin and your hair and your nails and things like that, but it's mainly for me about the energy. And the business side made sense to me because I pretty much can't afford to do it without earning a little bit of extra money. I was looking into getting another job anyway, but I didn't want to commit to another 9-to-5 job because I work 4 days a week already. I just wanted to fill in a little bit of extra time but not commit to any hours. So this was just ticked all the boxes for me pretty much. So that's about it.
Awesome. Well done. Thank you. That was your first share. Well done. You smashed it. Good job. And I'm just going to find Chloe because I can see her right in front of my screen. So I'm just going to spotlight you. So for you, Chloe, where were you, or how did you come about Juice Plus? What results are you looking forward to, and why did the business make sense to you?
So first I just want to say thanks for everyone that joined on tonight to support us girls that are joining and launching. Well, first of all, the product, I was looking for a product for my partner and my kids, and like Juice Plus, it was simply like a yes, like 27 veggies, fruits and berries for that me and my partner, and 17 veggies and fruits for my kids. Like I know for me and my family, I could not eat, or even like my kids wouldn't even try 17 veggies and fruits like on a daily basis. Like, we only have like small health issues like the eczema, the low immune system, a lack of energy, sleep, the mental health issues, motivation and body aches. And like obviously I'm going to take the shakes and the smoothies because I enjoy it, but that will also help with like, you know, mummy moods swings. I know that like I'm going to be fueling my family with pure goodness, and that the results are going to show, and because through the science and all the results that everyone else has shared, like we know that we're going to get the results and plus the bonus extras. And the business for me, it's going to probably sound like a little bit crazy, but I was seriously drawn to the business. I when I joined, I didn't really know why. Like, I thought maybe I needed to find myself again, or to build my confidence, or like this, to challenge myself. I like to challenge myself. I like to jump in the deep and learn new things. I thought I was joining this business for me, but I realized over the last week that my passion has come back. The range of different people that have reached out to me just to ask for help, ask for advice, telling me their stories of what they want to achieve, and knowing that I get to help them and follow them achieve and help them believe their health goals is just like, it's just great. Like, who doesn't want to help other people? And also you're getting something back from that income to help you as well. Like, so it's just simple. Like, it's a simple yes to join up and buy the products. It's just like great.
Awesome. Well done. And you looked up. I found you the whole time. Well done, second one. And that was beautiful.
Thanks.
And that's it. And look, we all start, when we first all start out, we all, it's about us. It's either about our health or it's about us gaining that extra finance. But very quickly we learn that it's about everybody else. So well done, Chloe.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'll just spotlight Tiara. She's sideways. So Tiara, how did Juice Plus come into your life, hun? What results are you, you've already got a few, I think, but what results are you looking forward to, or you have so far? And why did the business make sense to you?
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say thank you for everyone that's come tonight. I really enjoy the support. So I was introduced to the product from Izzy, who you heard her story before, has had some amazing results. Can you hear me okay? All good? Okay, just making sure. So Izzy's had some amazing results, and we actually caught up for a coffee few weeks back, and she explained to me all her results and everything that she was excited about. And I just shared with her a few things that I needed help with and I was looking for in a product. And anyone that knows Izzy know that she is quite persistent. So when I told her that I needed an extra boost in my energy levels, she kind of persuaded me to try the product. And I live by the motto that I'll always try something once in my life, just so I have the satisfaction of knowing that I've tried it before. I've actually given it a result. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm really nervous. But anyway, so I've actually had a few results myself so far. So I've noticed that my headaches have gone away, my energy levels are increased, my bowel movements become more regular, which is something that I had a big trouble with. Now, that might be a bit too much information for some people, but that's definitely what's helped me. What else? My skin's clearing up. I used to get really bad acne just because of puberty and everything, and that's clearing up as well. And I've tried absolutely everything for that. But the biggest result of all for me would probably be my overall happiness. I have suffered from depression for quite some time, and I've had to go to plenty of doctors that have told me that I need to be on this medication or I need to see this psychiatrist. And I honestly thought that was what it was for me. I thought that I had this massive problem that I'm going to have to chemically medicate myself for. And it was amazing to find that my nutrition alone could be affecting my overall mental health so much. So yeah, since being on the product, I've noticed amazing difference, and I am absolutely ecstatic to find out more results and help other ladies on their journey. And the business made sense to the business made sense to me because I had found something that had helped me so immensely, and I wanted to share that with as many people as possible.
Awesome. Well done. And it is amazing. Obviously results and business-wise is different for everybody, but yeah, obviously we've had 2 tonight. Oh, well, all 3 actually girls have mentioned, anxiety and depression, and it's just so common now, just with the stresses of life, how it can really affect our mental being, I guess. So knowing that it is quite a bit of it is to do with nutrition, and being able to counteract that and help so many people with such a huge problem. Well, it's not a problem, but it is inflammation in a different way, isn't it? So that's well done, girls. That's 3 amazing new girls, a part of our team now, so we're super excited to have them on board. I'm just going to finish up with the last little bit of our business, and 2 other girls are going to share their amazing journeys. And we like to just go over how we get paid, because people are always interested in how we get paid. Obviously we are, but we sort of know that, but we do share that a little bit as well. So we get paid 3 ways in this business. Again, here in Australia, the actual business plan is super amazing in that we have it's a teach-to-teach business, and it's really all about relationships. We try to build a relationship and a rapport and make sure we understand exactly how it is we can help that person best. So we get paid in retail profit, we get paid in commission. These two build up what we call our residual income, or our beach money. So that slowly builds up each month. So for me, that has increased each and every month I've been in this business. I haven't had a month where that's gone backwards. So my residual income has grown every month while I've been in the business, which is wonderful. But we like to talk about our bonuses, and that's because we are predominantly females. All right, we do have some males in the business. And, you know, whether we are mothers or travelers or whatever we are, just us females do tend to put ourselves, especially how we look after ourselves, on the back burner. And I know the more that we put in and pour into ourselves, the more beneficial it is for the whole family around us. So, you know, whether it be you like to get your nails done or your hair done, you know, how amazing was Tiara's hair looking today? I just have to say that because I know she has had a bit of a run-in with a hairdresser, but I think it looks amazing. But you know, all those amazing things, sometimes we just don't have that money for those little bits and pieces. But, you know, these bonuses are something that we make sure that we empower our team to make sure that they get some of that back into their, you know, pour back into themselves. So like I said earlier, we start off as a virtual franchise. All right, we smash out DVF, which is direct virtual franchise, pretty early in the day. It's within the first 10 days. And a lot of us just come on board you know, with that done straight away, because sometimes it's all within your family, that first bonus, or it's just a couple of people that are really close around you. But the first big bonus is $400, all right? But that's for you, but there's also a $400 bonus there for your teacher, because we're a teach-to-teach business. This is Senior Direct Virtual Franchise. Ignore the names. They don't mean much. That means you've introduced the business to maybe 1 or 2 people. So you've got that bonus there. And this person that you brought on, you want to keep them hot on your heels. You're linking arms with them. You're showing them exactly what you've done, and you want to help them get to there too. Therefore, you'll get that teacher bonus. So you could bring 1 or 2 people in, you know, in each month, and you could be helping them get to SDVF. So that could be $1,200 literally, you know, in a month, just for getting 3 people on and helping them get to that level, because we don't get like bonuses or anything for introducing people to the business. That's not how we work. So again, we just keep sharing. We start sharing very quickly, as you heard tonight from these girls, that, you know, at the start they thought it was about them, but very quickly it becomes about everybody else. You find a few more clients, you share the opportunity with a few more people. It could be they just love the product like Maddie and just want to get it a bit cheaper. It could be they want a travel fund or pay off the credit card or any of those things. Or for a lot of us, it's the vehicle to really change our lives. So you found a couple more people. You're looking at sales coordinator. That's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. And in this level here, you're starting to bring on quite a few of these SDVFs, build this SDVF factory, and helping people understand that the opportunity is just as important as our amazing program and product. And you're starting to do a real shift in how you do business as you're starting to become a leader. And then our next one is senior sales coordinator. By then you are actually building leaders below you, and you've introduced it to a few more, but your focus now is helping these guys build, you know, their own little businesses and help them build their own little teams below you. And that's a $1,200 bonus for you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. And I'm going to get our 2 girls to share before I finish it up. So I'll just find who's going to come to me first. Oh, Kath. Right, I'm just going to spotlight you, Kat. So how did Juice Plus come into your life? What exciting things has the business given you so far? And going forward, what are you excited about?
Oh, thanks, Jana. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started the business 2 years ago. Originally, I wanted to share with others the experience that I had from the products and hope that everyone would feel like I did. But also I was, my little one was 9 months and I really didn't want to go back to a traditional job. And so I was thinking about what am I going to do from home? And the business just made sense. the startup fee I was able to earn back in a week, and along with customers. But it was more so that my partner works full time, and when you want to go shopping and you're kind of like, oh look, I really like a pair of shoes, I just felt really bad at asking. It's not that I was always shopping, but just every so often when you'd see something, it's like I felt like I needed to ask. And even though he's always like, oh, you don't need to ask for stuff, I just feel like I was so used to my own money. I used to have 3 jobs. I used to work super hard when I was younger, and before baby, and so I just felt like I lost my independence a little bit. And not only that, when you're at home all day, speaking in baby language, it's really nice to have something to focus on and to build. And you're obviously building relationships every day with people, and I love that. And so quickly it went from just wanting some extra like money to go shopping, and then I realized how much I could earn, and I started paying off our credit cards. We upgraded our car, we've saved for holidays, and because my partner's a plumber, he's self-employed, so he doesn't get paid when we're away. So when we used to go away, we used to come back and we'd have piles of bills. We would always be trying to, like, not break even, but get back on top of everything. So in the end, we just didn't go on holiday. And it just means that, like, for my partner, he works really long hours. So when he comes home from work, the kids are already asleep. So going from being a small like project, we've been able to dream again. So we've made our dreams even bigger now, and we'd like to retire my partner so that he can be at home when he wants. He'll probably do some sort of business because he's a worker like myself, but at the same time he can pick and choose his own hours. He'll be able to come home and see the kids. He could have days off when he wants. He might even just work 3 days a week. It just depends. But it's just so amazing that this business can do that, and it can just help people, and obviously your team as well. Like, you can all dream again and work towards those. And especially for my mum and dad, they're in the UK, and they miss out on all the moments with the kids, and apart from Skype that we do every day. But it just means that we would be able to afford to pay for them to come over a little bit more often, rather than them using up their pension to come over, and just for more family time and more holidays. So it's just so amazing that this business you can run from anywhere in the world. So when I go on holiday, I can still earn while we sleep, but also we can have our business and our team in 26 other countries. So I have a team in Spain, I have a team in the UK, here, and in America. And it just amazes me that I could be sleeping and they're out there awake, and I earn while I sleep. So that's just so amazing, the potential this business can give you, let alone just the bonuses, but also the community, like the amount of friends that you make. And everyone here is all my sidelines, and they're absolutely amazing, and I don't know what I would do without them. That's just so nice that I've come into this business, and for being from the UK, not knowing a lot of people, and now I have all these people. So yeah, thanks, Jana.
And we love having you. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
And I'm just going to spotlight Catherine, also who's going to share. So Catherine, where were you before Juice Plus? What exciting things has the business given you so far, and what are you looking forward to in the future?
Hi, thanks, Jana. Hi everyone, I'm Catherine. Jana shared a bit of my story before. I started on the products and just shared on Facebook that I had some amazing results, and everyone wanted to know what I was doing. So at the time, my baby was 6 months old, and I was looking at going back to work because my partner had an accident and couldn't work, and he's also a subcontractor. So, no work, no pay. So, and at that time, we couldn't afford food. We couldn't afford nappies for my baby. We've got 3 little boys. So, and we were just struggling, like it was crazy. So, but I was going to have to put all 3 of them in daycare, and that was going to take up pretty much my wage every week. So Jana suggested this to me to see if and I thought, to see if I could do it. And I thought if it could just pay for the groceries every week so I didn't have to ask my parents for money, if it could help stay on the products as well, because I was having some amazing results, like some of the other girls said. I had postnatal depression as well. So even talking, like this I couldn't have done before. So and yeah, so the business itself, it has been amazing for me. Like within the first 4 months, I was able to pay off my personal loan. So it definitely brought the groceries and the nappies, but I was able to pay out my personal loan. I also booked a family holiday and a girls' weekend away to Queensland. So that was pretty awesome. And yeah, so 12 months, or actually it's been like 14, 15 months now, I've been able to buy a brand new car. We've done 2 family holidays. I have, the girls' weekend, and now my partner and I are looking at booking, as of last night, a family holiday to Fiji, which we're pretty excited about. So it's definitely on my vision board. So, and like Kathy said before, like we can still work while we're sleeping, we can work while we're holidaying, and the community has been like, it's just been amazing. I've found so many new friends, and I get to do it around my kids. Normally, even though it's late, I normally would have one baby on me at the moment, but thankfully they're asleep tonight. So, and I get to do this all the time. So, yeah, it's just been amazing. So, thank you, Jana.
Thank you. Love your share. Haven't heard it for a while. It was good. So that's it. Honestly, it's totally different for everybody. A couple of very different stories there. They've only got 2 more. Well, there's actually other bonuses after this. But next one is QNMD. This is where I am at the moment. So it's a $1,500 bonus for me, $1,500 bonus for my teacher. Top one being NMD, $3,000 bonus for you and you only. By then, your teacher is earning far too much money and they don't need it. And you're on about 80 to 120,000, and it'll still keep growing from there. It's not capped. It is up to you. If you're driven, teachable, willing to plug in and be a part of the team, anything can happen in this business, and that's what we love. And it is community. It's such a beautiful relationship business. It's been the vehicle for me to I never thought possible that I'd be a stay-at-home mum, and now I get to be, and that's, the biggest blessing for me, obviously. But, I'm along the same lines as Kath. My idea now is to reduce hubby's hours, so he's just doing it as a hobby, and then we hit the road and travel around Australia, and I can do this from anywhere. All I need is Wi-Fi and my phone. So I love it. But thank you, everybody, for jumping on tonight. Well done to our amazing 3 girls for launching tonight, and thank you, everybody who shared. Thank you to all our visitors. If you are watching this because someone was nice enough to either get you on tonight to watch or to watch the recording, please make sure you reach out to them if we didn't cover everything, or if you've got questions, make sure you reach out to them and get those answered. And otherwise, hopefully we'll see you all again soon. So thank you so much and good night.